Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Fresmo, and today we're on some Moonlighter. So yeah, last time I kind of awkwardly did a save in the wrong place, so we're just gonna set everything back up. We've got our forge ready, we've got the witch's hat ready, or the wooden hat, or whatever it's called. It should be called the witch's hat. And we're gonna do a run to start with. That is the main thing. We can dive back into the whole Moonlighter scenarios and see how we get along. So let's jump into the Golem Dungeon. Main task today is to collect resources, create some money for tomorrow in the game, and then also try and upgrade some of our equipment, because that is the other thing that's kind of important with the game. You don't know how good and important the equipment is until you don't have it. So you can tell, like, enemies get levels kind of based upon the amount of dots above the health bar. No. He managed to save that chest there before it got taken in by the slime. So, this is one of the mechanics I was kind of hinting at in the previous video, is we get these things which kind of have curses on items, which basically means that they can only go in certain places, which is kind of what I love about this game so much, is, yeah, you can kind of do that. My only annoyance with it is I can't create a stack with this unless I get the exact same curse on it. The only way I wish they ever improved it, and I kind of this is the thing that kind of frustrated me, is like, if I had this and this with a curse on it, but they were the same item, I would want to be able to put the one without the curse on it into the stack of the one with the curse, and they just both became cursed. Like, that's what I would want to happen. But, you know, I'm allowed to have a small moan. Okay, healing pool. We'll save that for later. Oh, a boss. Great. Didn't expect to have to face this already. Ow. We'll drink a potion. I'll drink another potion, although I was didn't need to there, but yeah. Got surprised by a boss store. I always forget that after that you normally face a boss, but it is what it is. But let's explore the rest of this floor before we go down. Surprise boss, quite quickly. Did not expect that. Oh yeah, these drones are very annoying because they pick up items and they carry them. And anything that's red has one of those gems in it, so they're like upgraded versions of themselves. Let's read the book. Today marks the first steps into the mysterious dungeons. They were discovered not far. A small and incredible charming village just north of the crater, and they are quite unique in occurrence. Any number of adventurers may enter a dungeon at once, but no one will venture together. These dungeons seem to build themselves around the one entering. A unique maze for each person, never the same labyrinth twice. One must ask, though, if no one is currently inside the dungeon, does it even exist? Now these are the questions. Many right now are flooding to these dungeons for their treasure, completely disregarding the inherent danger the hostile creatures inside. Just for some gold, some fame. But not I. No. It's all about the questions for me. Where did these dungeons come from? Why do they constantly shift and change? And why are they filled with unseen treasures? I am not here for the what. I am here for the how and why. Gotta love the writing on that. It's like a monologue to a film. Like the introduction to the main character's like, yes, this is what is happening. we go. Dig up the slime because we want the slime. Twiggies. Yeah, give me a branch. But yeah, I really do love this game so much with the aesthetic, and I keep saying it, and I will always keep saying it, because I don't know, it's just something so endearing about it. And the gameplay loop is so addicting. It's one of those things where like you get so much, like you might be so much gold away, or one particular item away from like a upgrade, and you think it's just, oh, just one more dungeon. Just one more dungeon. And that's why the gameplay loop is so addicting. Let's go to the pool and get some healing before we face that last room, because there might be some good treasures in it. Again, I should be breaking all the pots and stuff. But get healing. There we go. And then it loses its special abilities once you've used it. So yeah, like that, get seeds. So now it's saying that so that's kind of flashing in the bottom. It's basically saying the fact that I've got enough items that are worth me leaving, if I want to. Oh, I took a hit there. Pick those up. But you know me, I'm greedy. No, pick those up, cool. Let's open a chest up, and again, chest items always have a curse in some way, shape or form majority of the time. No idea why. They just do. Nothing in the thing. I think way too much damage already. Cool. That's now done and dealt with. What is in here? So this is a good example of inventory management. I have to take that out so I can fit that in. And now I probably should leave, but I want to see what's in the last room. Do I? Nah, we won't risk it. My health is... So I got a potion. We'll use the potion, go in. The real question is, though, do we do it again? Do we do it again? Go for it. Okay. Next room. Ah, we're trapped now. So this is a good example of why you should always give up early if you get the opportunity. So level 2 monster, which will give me a good drop. There we go. And I guess we'll leave. With no point going to the second floor. We're low on resources. Yeah. We shall just leave. Sacrifice some gold, which is 200, and look at what we got back in return. A clean escape. That's the way we like it. Now we get to sell the stuff. First things I always like is talking. Looking at Andre. What have you got for sale, buddy or pal of mine? Anything I can craft already? Probably not, because everything is so expensive. So we got some other weapons and stuff that we can have if we ever need to. But it's interesting. Let's enter our shop now. Actually, no, before we do that, because I'm always a person that will forget otherwise. So, I want to upgrade my shield, and could go the rusty. Got the training short sword and shield. Could go the rusty version, or we could get this one here. Don't have all the resources, but I can add it to my wish list. And then that way I can then continue to keep using it. The other weapon I like also using as well is the bow. So we'll save that for the resources so we know that we want to be able to create that weapon later. And then some armor. I quite like the ability to move about more than anything else, but not take too much damage. So we'll go for the fabric bandana first, the fabric chest plate, and the fabric boots. Could go like all the steel stuff, but I think that's a little bit too much for me at the moment. And there we go. So I've wish listed all those items, and what that will do is that now will tell me what I need to keep. So we can just transfer this stuff over as items that I don't want to sell just yet. Everything else though is on the market. And that's the way it should be. So 3 gold was good for that. These at the moment were good for 100, weren't they? Yep. Those are for potions. Might want to keep some of those. Now, I got some new items here. So this is kind of a mechanic where sometimes it's worth separating items out to make sure you kind of know how much these items are actually worth. Yeah? So at 4 that was pretty good. That's fine. So I know this one at 40 was way too cheap. So it showed at 45. Let's open up store. As far as the gameplay loop goes on my recordings and stuff, I'm not too sure how we'll end up doing it. Probably like when we come straight out of a dungeon will probably be the cutoff point, maybe. No idea. Or like after we slept. Sell. And we'll sell those. They were really good at 50 still, so I've got to make sure the next one is at 60. Now I don't know how much to sell these for. So these are more expensive than those, but less expensive than those. So let's put them at like 80. So the annoyance of selling them like one at a time is the fact that you probably won't get many sales today, but you'll get a better idea of how much you should be selling those things in general, which might increase your profit margin. So you make small little trades, or you make the sacrifice and just think, I just need the money now. Okay, 60 is way too cheap still. Apparently. Depends on what you need with the money. Like, do you need it now, or do you want like long-term investments to know how much everything should be? Like, all I care about at the moment is getting enough gold for the upgrades later down the line. Maybe. Now, those were way too cheap. And so were those. And it's close to like 275. So let's say 200. Ooh. Yeah, not everyone that comes in your shop will always want to buy stuff. Too expensive. Okay. We now know 200 is too much on those. Let's do 150. And 80, those are too cheap. So put them at 90. And at 70, those are too cheap. Really? Sell those, sell those. You're in 75 then. And empowering crystals, where do they sit? No idea. Interesting. But they're around... No idea. Probably should keep them though, for now. Where these ones sit, they're behind those, but above those. So maybe 110 is fair then. Because the ones were good sellers at that, so we'll go on that idea. We shall find out. 90 seems like a fair price. Cool. So I have 9. Oh, I ain't got any more. Really, 75 is still cheap for those. I just don't know what to sell stuff for. 150 seems fine. So let's do you at 175. Now, I think there is a wiki that tells you like exactly what the prices are, but like I'm not going to do that. I'm going to figure all this out. I'm going to spend the time and the effort of being stupid and selling stuff at ridiculous values. No, you can be 85 now. I don't care. I'm also going to be stingy and like always increase stuff by 1 if it's good value. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be like really good value for them. Because like I want to get as many gold as I can. See at 151, they still bought them. Let's sell an empowering crystal. I don't want to sell at 4, so we'll sell at 10. Really at 185, that's still going. We got 2,000 gold though. Oh, at 10, that's like really dirt cheap. I must realize this stuff. Fine. 20. No, I already know you used to sell you at 5, so there's no point selling any more of those. $20 is still too cheap. 30 then. Like I don't know. Like I don't know how like expensive these things should be. I know they're used in the 85. That's still too cheap for that. I will sell it. Old lady, is it too cheap or too expensive? Oh my god, it's still too cheap. Fine. No, save the other one. Is 50 too expensive? I don't know what's cheap or what's expensive anymore. But yeah, if you have any of the good like influx, you can sell stuff at like dirt cheap prices just to get rid of it. Okay, 100 seems reasonable then. I still want 10. That's what I want to sell today, so we're going to close up shop. And there we go. That is all the sales done for the day. Not bad at all. So yeah, we can buy our upgrades, do everything else as well, and then go on a run. And I guess that's what we'll do in the next one. I mean, this is kind of probably what we'll do, is just do like a run and a sales day, and at the end of the day we'll just then kind of finish it here, and then begin again in the next one. So again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.